Hello traders, this is Simon Klein from TradeSmart at 3:38 p.m. Eastern Time on the 20th of August 2017, and welcome to this week's episode of Where is the Dollar Going Next? And as usual, what you see before you is the dollar index on the daily chart wound back to the end of the previous week. We said last week that if the dollar holds this demand zone over here, we're likely to move to the upside. Now, we also said in the previous week that we have to clear above this bar over here to be able to move higher. So with that said, let's see how the dollar played out last week. So on Monday, the dollar actually turned around to the upside and closed over here, increasing the odds of a continuation of the move to the upside above these highs over here. So let's see what happened on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, the market continued higher, hit the supply zone over here and moved to the downside. On Wednesday, we actually turned to the downside. And on Thursday, we hit the demand zone here, moved up and then moved back down again. And on Friday, we actually opened up here and closed down in demand. So this is where the dollar closed last week. So the question is this: where is the dollar likely to go next this week? So it's very similar to last week. If we hold this demand zone, we may very well move to the upside. And if we close above this supply zone, we're likely to move up to this supply zone above. Alternatively, if we don't hold this demand zone, then we're likely to continue moving to the downside, and the final option is we continue moving sideways. But if we do continue moving sideways, the odds increase on a continuation of the move to the downside. So let's take a look at the bigger time frames as usual. So if we look at the weekly chart, we can see that the direction here is still down, but we're still in demand. So there is an option that we could move to the upside, but this is looking a bit bearish actually. But last week we did move higher, but we actually closed lower. We closed higher than we started for the week, but lower if we look at the actual range of the bar. And if we look again at the monthly chart, we see we are after 5 months down into a demand zone which is not likely to hold, but we may get a bounce to the upside. We're expecting this to finally or eventually move to the downside, but we're likely to get a bounce first. Now, as we said before, the longer we move sideways here, the more likely the odds are we're going to continue moving down even before we do bounce. So these are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week. I'd like to let you know about a webinar I'm doing, and I'll leave the link below this video, on Tuesday the 22nd of August. We're doing a live market analysis using supply and demand. We're going to learn how to easily identify turning points before the crowd and how that can really help you with your trading. So again, sign up at the link below. I'll put a link below the video either on YouTube or on my website. And if you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe at the end. This is Simon Klein from TradeSmart wishing you the best of luck with your trading this week.